right, what's up, everyone? This is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon, here for Game Tangent. My buddy Mike.
Mike Levy, aka a cutie pie.
It's your boy.
It's your boy, Mike Levy.
So we just got done with PAX. Today's the last day. A little bit bittersweet. We're tired. We're exhausted. We've done a lot of things.
Yep.
Had a lot of drinks. Played a lot of games. Walked probably like a ton of miles.
Yep.
But we saw some really cool things. Did some fun stuff. Got a long drive ahead of us tomorrow. But we want to talk about kind of everything that we saw. Or at least a few of the cool things that we saw. So, Mike, first, we started with the Gearbox panel.
We did.
Unfortunately, there wasn't too much cool stuff that came out of that.
Nothing in the announcement sense, no.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We got some announcements about Bulletstorm and some Battleborn
some
stuff.
numbers that came out of Battleborn.
Yeah, I mean, but all in all, like nothing too exciting. We were hoping more for, I think, some Borderlands 3 announcements. They teased it a whole bunch.
A lot.
Yeah. But whatever. In the end, it was fun. It was actually like super entertaining. It was an hour and a half long panel. They talked about a lot of things. And they gave us a few free games, which was really cool.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll get to hear some Borderlands 3 news sometime soon.
Yep. Yep.
All right. And I'm guessing your favorite thing, which you want to talk about,
Was the Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer.
Yeah.
This is what I was excited for before we went.
Right.
Got to sample it out. They put us in a fire team of 4. We got to pick our race and class combo for the demo. We played as a team of 4, so they had 4 locked-in combos that we got to choose from, work together with. The 2 of us partnered up against 2 other randoms, and got to choose exactly the type we want. I went as a sorry kineticist, or a human kineticist.
Okay. That was a human female Vanguard.
Yes.
That was badass.
Yeah,
Had
it was
a
a
high
lot of
score.
fun.
Never played Mass Effect before. High score.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's weird getting back into Mass Effect again.
Yeah.
Still very similar to Mass Effect 3 in the sense of, the function of multiplayer. I think they did a lot of improvements in the sense of movement, flexibility.
Right.
Forcing people around the map, forcing that teamwork and communication. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. Yeah.
So I never played Mass Effect before, so this wasn't something I was too excited about. I was looking forward to it. I'm interested in seeing the new Mass Effect. If it comes out and gets really great reviews, I think I'll pick it up. I was interested in the last games, I actually owned them, and just for whatever reason never got around to playing them. I think it would be my style of game. The multiplayer would probably not be something that I would play just because these types of games, I think, I'm interested in the story and the campaign and the RPG elements. I get my multiplayer fix from, FPSs and that type of thing generally. So my experience with the multiplayer was it was only okay. It was fun. It was a bit clunky. I didn't really enjoy the movement that much.
Yeah.
It was fun to be a Vanguard. I had some super boost pounding things.
I do want to say, while it was clunky,
yeah,
it is much improved over how it was in previous years. Hiding behind cover is immediate.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk up to a wall, you're immediately in cover. You don't push any extra buttons. Being able to jump quickly and far is great. There's a quick dodge button, which is great. Melee feels still terrible in the sense, compared to every other game that's out there, but it feels much better than I remember it being previously. Animations are still a little long. We got to see some cool combos though, working with your teammates. So you set somebody up with one ability, and a teammate's ability sets that combo off, so you set off this mini explosion.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff was fun. It's still in the series. Nothing's changed there. Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens 2 Tuesdays from now.
Still a must buy for you, right? You're still
absolutely.
just for the campaign and all those elements.
Regardless of I'm in for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any others? You want to talk? Do you want to talk about quick shout out to this game?
Oh yeah, quick shout out. We did see a cool card game while we were out called Red Flags. It's kind of a reminded me. It's by the makers who did Super Fight. So it's very similar to what do we call that game?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity, where you lay down, each person lays down a couple cards. This one you describe, as a dating candidate for whoever the judge is.
Yeah.
And then everybody takes a round and you lay down a negative about that person. So everybody's laying down positives as though they're saying, hey, you should date this friend of mine. And then you go around and you lay this card down, and one of the cards we had said, they vomit every time they see you.
Yeah.
Another
it's
one,
like, oh, you're a billionaire philanthropist, but you're super, super racist.
Yeah. So some of these actually turn out to sound like real people,
Yeah.
which kind of adds a little bit of its own fun. Anyways, I think I wanted to give it a shout out there just because, we came here to check out a lot of video games, but in the sense of board and card games, that was the one I think that is most easily approachable for, trying to get my family into it.
We just did a quick demo. We kind of looked at the cards. It looked really fun.
Yeah.
I think I might actually pick this one up.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of card games, a lot of board games, but I really do love Cards Against Humanity, and this one looks like right up my alley as well. I think it'd be a fun party game.
Yeah.
So, did you want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So the other one I'm also excited about by Supergiant Games is Pyre. This is by the people who did Transistor in the past.
And Bastion.
Transistor and Bastion.
Yeah.
So they, Pyre is a new take on what I remember loving from that game. The music is great. The art and the environment is beautiful. The gameplay, we'll have to see how it comes out at launch. I don't know for sure if this will be an at launch buy, but I'm really impressed by still again keeping that music and graphics quality, graphics and art scenery as a forefront of the games.
Yeah. This was another one for me that the art style is really great. The music was really great. They have some story elements that are actually, pretty interesting. I started reading through them and kind of halfway through, it was just getting to be a lot towards when I'm just trying to do a 20-minute demo that I just want to play the game. So I just ended up just fast forwarding through a lot of it. But I think if you're playing, it would be nice to kind of sit down and learn and kind of understand that world. The gameplay itself, though, I personally wasn't thrilled with. I do think I think if you really took the time to master it and learn the skills, I think it could be one of those types of games that would be really interesting to watch other people play. Because I think it's just too complicated for me, honestly. In that few minutes that I got to play with it, it was just too much.
I think with what we saw, there wasn't enough almost, right? There's not enough to say that this is a full game experience. I think because I had that experience with Transistor, I'm a little bit, I'm hesitant to say that this is all it is. Because I just know how much they added on, how quickly things got more challenging previously. Yeah. So again, that's why it's not a first day buy, but maybe I'm going to look at a few reviews, see how it goes, and then make that decision.
Yeah. The one game that I did get to see right at the very end, as they were closing the expo, I played probably 20 minutes. And the developers told me at the end that I only had about 5 minutes left of the demo until the enforcers literally were kicking me out and telling me, no, you have to get off this machine right now because we're closed. The enforcers are the PAX guys, not the developers. They were super nice, trying to get the enforcers to let me finish the game.
That's right.
But the enforcers are like, nope, sorry, 6 o'clock, everyone gets out.
Yeah.
But was this game called Lightfall? It's by Bishop Games. You can check them out at Bishop Games team on Twitter. So this was a game I knew nothing about. I literally just walked by their booth a couple times, just walking through the kind of the indie section, and it looked a lot like Ori with Limbo aesthetic. Actually, just this and even a little bit of Ori aesthetic too, because Ori kind of has that dark light look.
Even the color palette is something that catches your eye.
Right. It's just this dark, black and white. It's very a shadow based game. The art style is kind of shadow based, right? Where you're in a shadow, you're kind of playing on silhouettes. And it's basically this really tight puzzle platformer, and you are jumping around the environment, but it's really, you can go really fast paced, just like you could in Ori. If you remember, you could use the right trigger to kind of run a lot faster, and you use that momentum to clear longer gaps. And if you start to like really build up your momentum, you can just kind of blow through entire sections of the course that maybe were supposed to take you longer. But if you're confident in your jumping ability and stuff, you can like really, kind of speed run that game. And so it had some cool elements where when you jump, you call in the shadow cube, and you can basically just summons it right underneath wherever you're standing. So you create a platform wherever you are in the air. You can do that 4 times before you have to touch the ground again. And so what that allows you to do, because the summoning is instant, it's like super fast. So if you're moving and you're running really fast and you're about to hit some spikes, you just tap A. All of a sudden you're on a platform, and if you just like double tap A, you have a platform, and now you're jumping again. And you didn't even slow down, you didn't stop, you just avoided that obstacle altogether. You can do really cool things where you summon the cube, then you can move it around, and you can like hit B to like make it boost through some barrier to like knock it down to clear a path for you. You can attach it to an item. So one of the puzzles was like a boat, and you actually attach the block to the boat kind of motor, and you just keep hitting B, which causes the motor to spin, and it propels your boat through the water. And so while you're hitting B to move your boat through the water, you're also like, your character's running back and forth on the boat to avoid the obstacles that are kind of going. And it was really cool. It had cool voice acting. It had like really cool, you could tell it was setting up a really cool story. I'm really excited to see this. I really want to play more. They said it's coming out this summer.
And you said that's on every.
So
every
they said,
console, right?
they kind of listed, it's kind of undetermined for now. They listed it as PS4, Switch, and PC on Steam is what they listed it. On their website, it only says Steam. But at the booth, I played on an Xbox One console. So I'm assuming they were just basically saying it's going to be on everything. But I don't really have confirmation. Like I said, the devs at the booth told it's a team of 4 people. All 4 of them were there, and they said PS4, Switch, and PC. So that's as much as I have. I don't know if it's going to be coming to Xbox One, but probably likely since I played the game on an Xbox One console at their booth. That was, to me, that was the coolest thing I saw today, hands down. I was actually getting a little bit depressed that I hadn't seen too much exciting until that. Yeah. So definitely check it out. Look them up. Like I said, it's Bishop Games. I think it's going to be worth your time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to wrap up with?
Did you want to wrap up with anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
None of these.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. This has been Game Tangent at PAX for our first PAX ever. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, watching all of our live streams. We did some live streams from the Gearbox panel, so you can check those out with like the CEO on stage doing some stuff. They did some funny like cosplay dance-offs and some other like weird things that we streamed as well. We streamed actually Pyre while I was playing Pyre. You came and you recorded that, and we streamed that. So if you're interested in some of these games, you can go ahead and take a look. And then look the rest up online because I think you really like them. So thanks for watching. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Twitter, on YouTube. Follow us, subscribe, like. We're doing a lot of cool things. We're doing lots of Let's Plays. Currently playing through Zelda. Going to get off this live stream and go play Zelda right now, actually, in the hotel because I'm so hooked on it. But anyways, guys, Mike, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming to PAX.
Thanks for having me along.
Yeah. My name is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon. Thanks for watching Game Tangent. See you next time.